Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Alicia Dreaming, and today we're going to do a review on the first Thor from 2011 with Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Kat Dennings, and just like so many other great people. Idris Elba. It was directed by Kenneth Branagh, and I'm not going to do a really in-depth dive. I'm just going to talk about the nostalgia that I feel going back into it. I'm getting ready to go see Thor Love and Thunder, and I'm really excited for it because I love Jane Foster, and I'm kind of upset that we're not going to have Darcy Lewis, aka Kat Dennings. But yeah, like, okay, so let's start at the very, very, very beginning. I really loved the dynamic between Jane Foster and Jane Foster and Darcy Lewis. I thought that was really great, like a mentor, like a little sidekick dynamic. And but I actually put up with a lot of fandom nonsense when I was in the fandom at the beginning, back in 2011, 2012. And I actually started a blog, and if you want to know that blog name, like, yeah, I'll give it to you. But like, you have to ask off and on my Tumblr, and I'll give you the blog name. It's like a fan blog. And like, for a while there, for a few years, I just had nothing to post. But like, there was a lot of hate towards Natalie Portman because she didn't fit the classic ideal of lady love. Like, she wasn't tall and blonde like Gwyneth Paltrow's Pepper Potts, you know. And she wasn't. And I keep thinking about the superhero movies of that age, and even though, like, in the Hulk, Betty Ross, is that her name? Betty Ross or Betsy Ross? But anyways, she's played by Liv Tyler, and in the Hulk, and they've never brought her back. And I feel like the Brainiac sort of girlfriends don't get as much love as the really pretty ones. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's fun. It's weird to say because like, everybody loves Peggy Carter, but everyone hates Sharon Carter. And like, in the comics, Sharon Carter was actually like a big deal in Steve Rogers' life. So anyways, like, I don't know, like, I find that there's a lot of fandom misogyny, sexism in the canon love interest, and that's something that I could talk about for days. I actually had a blog discussing that kind of stuff. But yeah, like, I just found like a lot of hate for her, and I kind of like bonded with quite a few people on about my my love for Jane Foster. And like, I had a great time in fandom, but it was great to see the movie again after years of not watching it, and like, getting to see why I fell in love with her and why Thor falls in love with her. And like, I do love Darcy Lewis as well, and I was actually part of Darcyland for a while. I even knew somebody who had a fairly big name fan blog for Darcy Lewis, and like, it was fun. It's definitely fun being in fandom, you know, when your character is universally beloved. But it's not that fun when your favorite character is like hated so much. And I'm gonna talk, this is real talk now, okay? So like, there's gonna be spoiler warnings on this. I hope you haven't walked into this blind. I'm gonna try to put as many spoilers as possible. The reason that Jane Foster and Thor don't have a bigger shipping presence on AO3 and fanfiction.net and all the Wattpad and stuff — I don't go on Wattpad, but I don't really care about Wattpad — but is because like, they're either a background couple to somebody else, or they're just together briefly, and then they get broken up by something else. But see, the real reason people hated Jane Foster was not because she was a brainiac, not because she was little and didn't, not because she was short, not because of all these other things. I mean, they probably played a role in all that, but the real reason is because people shipped Thorky. Now, what is Thorky, you may ask? I will tell you. Thorky is the ship name, the smush name of Thor and Loki. So you may ask yourself, why would you ship them if they're brothers? Yes, I would like to know the same thing. I don't know why. Okay, people just ship them. And yes, you can say, like, a lot of the people who ship them are like, no, I don't ship them as brothers. I ship them as lovers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. They were raised as brothers. In this continuity, they were raised as brothers. They see each other as brothers. They cared about each other as brothers. So, like, why are you bringing up the Norse myths when you know that that's not what we're talking about here? Because you still want everything else that's in the movie. You want Tom Hiddleston. You're drawing Tom Hiddleston and Thor kissing, and like Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth kissing, and it's in their characters. It's not the Norse myths, okay? Like, it's so frustrating. Oh my God. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that. I'm probably going to get whatever. I don't care. I do not care, because I am sick of it. And like, it was a toxic place on Tumblr and LiveJournal and all those places, because like you had to like block out all the things that were Thor, Loki, Thorky, and like a lot of people didn't tag it as incest, which I think they should have, and they didn't. And it's like a squick of mine. And can we bring that back? Can we talk about how squicky that is? And like, yeah. So I mean, the movie itself was great. I had a lot of fun. I've watched it probably 20 times now, but I took a break from watching it because our DVD player wasn't working, and then for a while there we didn't have Disney Plus yet. And so like when I went back and watched it, I fell in love with everyone. Sif, Heimdall, Hogan, Fandral, all those characters were great, and I adore them, and I wish they hadn't killed them. They hadn't killed Heimdall and Hogan and Fandral, and like I miss them so much. I miss that dynamic, and I wish we could get them back, and I think that there's a good chance we might get them back in the next and other MCU movies, like because they're messing with the multiverse and maybe they're alive in a different verse. And we did see Sif come back in Loki's series. Oh my God, and that's another thing. But that's for another video. We'll have to talk about it then. But I'm not gonna. So yeah, if you want to talk about the Loki show, I'm gonna do a rewatch this winter, and hopefully, not maybe winter. I don't know when the next season comes out, so I need to do a rewatch soon because there's some things I've forgotten. But yeah, like I do love Tom Hiddleston's portrayal of Loki. I feel like he's brought a great charisma to him, and like he has a good he's just a really good actor, and I feel like he brings a relatableness to Loki in the movie and Thor, and then he's also clearly happy to be evil and horrible in the Avengers, like it's just, he's a great actor. Chris Hemsworth is great too. I'm just saying that Tom Hiddleston really, there's a reason there's a Loki army, and yeah, you can't mess with them. But yeah, like my favorite girl, Jane Foster, I still love her so much. And it's not to say I don't love other female characters in the MCU. I loved Black Widow. I loved Mariah Hill. I wish she'd gotten more episodes in at least Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but like now I don't even know where she is now. Like, did they ever bring her back from the snap? Like, who knows? But yeah, like I also love. I think my favorite Phase 4 woman would probably be, or Phase 3. It's a tie between Shuri, Okoye, and Nakia, because like the three of them just like chef's kiss. Okay, they made Black Panther so amazing for me. I was just so happy to see them, and like they're so different and so varied. But like Shuri is Jane's like, I feel like I would love to write fics of them because they would be so cute in the lab together, like discovering things and like inventing things. And Jane would love to have the money that Shuri has access to because she's got a lot of money, and that vibranium is like so intensely awesome. But yeah, so this has been less of a movie review and more of a fandom spilling hot tea. So maybe I need to like just rehash old stuff. Like, I will be including like hopefully like a presentation of some of the worst instances of fandom hate, because I do have some evidence of them still that I've kept. I have receipts. I go back. Oh, there. Like I do have some receipts that I would like to link to you guys. And like I'll put them, I don't know. I don't know if I should put them on my blog, or if I should put them on a presentation at the end of this video and do like a talking about them a little bit more. But yeah, like let me know what you thought of the first Thor. Personally, my Thors go like this: Thor Ragnarok, Thor the Dark World. Because like Thor the Dark World was just so much so depressing. Anyways, yeah. But okay, so I do want to say a few things though. I feel like a lot of people when you talk about like, okay, I hate this in fandom. I'm gonna try to be succinct as possible. When you say that you hate Thorky, you get people sometimes saying, "You're homophobic." Oh my god! Like, how can you not like a MLM couple, a slash pairing? And it's like, I do have slash pairings that I love. I actually have written slash pairings, but the problem is not that they're a slash pairing. It's like, okay, and I hate to bring this up, but like the whole Supernatural fandom was so squicky to me because a lot of people shipped Dean and, oh god, what was the other name? Not Dean and his brother. Oh god, what are their names right now? I can't remember. Okay, so like Dean and his brother. But Dustiel, Dean. I can't remember. Okay, I'll just like cut that out or something. Anyways, there was the Wincest. That's what that was called. The Wincest for the brothers. And like I was way more a Dustiel shipper, and I loved Castiel and Dean, and I read a lot of fan fiction for them. I'm not gonna lie, but I just cannot stand incest ships, and it's like I hate that you get these bad faith or arguments where people are like, "You're just homophobic," and I'm like, no, I'm not. I just really don't like the incest, and I don't like the way you treat the female character that is the canon love interest. Like Jane Foster, they hated her. Um, I want to say Pepper Potts didn't get as much hate as Jane Foster did. I feel like, but I do remember there was quite a lot of fics where they would either ignore Pepper was there, or Pepper was just like the CEO and like the nanny kind of character to Tony. And I'll talk more about it in the video. Like I'll pull up some receipts, but like it's not great being a woman in fandom and like seeing how much hate there is for other women, other female characters. It's not great. But I am enjoying the fact that now we have a lot more female characters that are superheroes in their own right. And like that's part of the reason I'm so hyped for Thor Love and Thunder. So like I'm just going to cut this video off because it's already 16 minutes long. But yeah, and I've just rambled. But yeah, just if you haven't seen Thor, the 3 Thor movies, I would recommend skipping. Okay, like I have to rewatch Thor: The Dark World because, and I will watch it soon. Hopefully before the movie comes out. Hopefully before the 4th one comes out, Thor: Love and Thunder comes out. But yeah, like I feel like I just feel like they're great. It's a great little franchise. I wouldn't say it's as good as a whole as the Captain America movies. I feel like Captain America just beats it by a little bit more with consistency. Although, to be fair, I have thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. I have to get them composed. I will try to cut this shorter. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of Thor 2011 and who your favorite Thor character is. Mine is a tie between Jane Foster, Heimdall, and Darcy Lewis. Yeah, I love them. And okay, thank you. Bye.